Welcome back, everybody. Oh, do we have a good interview? Lo and behold, this person sitting next to me and I are neighbors in Glens Falls. Come to find out, Evie Fisher here is the curator of education at one of the crown jewel art collections in the whole country, which happens to be located in Glens Falls, which is commonly called the Hyde Collection. So first, Evie.
Hi, Jesse.
Nice to have you here.
Thanks
welcome.
for having me. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nice to have you here. So many people in our area know about the Hyde Collection. We've got people moving in and out of the area a lot. They may not know about how magnificent this museum collection of art is. Just a quick sort of overview of what the Hyde Collection is.
Okay. The Hyde Collection is a historic house and a fine art museum.
Right.
So the Hydes were a family that owned the paper company, Finch Prine Paper, which is now Finch Paper, and Mrs. Hyde was an art collector, and she left all of her collection to basically the people of Glens Falls to enjoy for all eternity.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
Sure, of course. And when you say, no, let's face it, not all art is created equal, but when you say left her art collection, give us an idea of some of the artists.
Okay, Rembrandt,
Yeah,
Picasso,
I heard of Rembrandt.
Renoir.
Yes.
Let's see, who else? We have a
Winslow?
Winslow Homer,
Right.
El Greco,
Yes,
Botticelli,
that's right.
yes, Rubens. So just a few little ones.
Holy mackerel.
Some you may have heard of.
And she's making reference that the collection is housed in the home that they lived in.
Yes, yes.
Which, of course, was this absolutely incredible historic, it's now historic,
Yep.
home, but even when it was created, around the wonderful photographs I know downstairs in the lobby area of when that home was actually constructed.
Yep.
And the story of the family. Right?
It's very interesting.
Fascinating
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
Mrs. Hyde had the house built in an Italian palazzo style.
That's right.
And her two sisters also lived on the property. So they shared servants and they shared the land and their gardens. And it was pretty extensive gardens and pretty extensive property prior to Finch Prine moving kind of upriver. So.
Yeah, right. The home, by the way, is beautifully taken care of, and the collection is very nicely taken care of. What I really like about going there is the fact that you can actually get up close and personal with so much of the art. And you're talking about masterworks here.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
They don't have my art. You know, I don't know what's going on with these two.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, maybe someday. Yeah, that's right. Although I don't know. So, as curator of education,
Yep.
we've got. I want to talk about a couple of the shows that are coming in.
Okay, great.
Right?
Great.
And as curator of education, came up with a pretty clever idea with one of them. So let's start with Mr. Warhol.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Andy
so
Warhol.
Andy Warhol, pop culture.
Yep. We have an exhibition coming in June, which is the late drawings of Andy Warhol. So from 1973 to 1987. They come from the Warhol Museum. So, and we're one of the first stops on this traveling exhibition. Not all of his drawings have been out on display before, so this is really exciting. It's kind of one of the first times people will be seeing these drawings, so it's very exciting.
Well, you know, those of us that are old enough to remember Mr. Warhol, it was really quite a breakthrough in this. The infamous painting, of course, is the Campbell's soup tomato can.
The soup can.
The soup cans, right? Leave it to him.
Yep.
I'm thinking of Marilyn Monroe. I'm thinking of so many of those really
gosh, right?
intense pop culture things that he did. And of course, really just changed the sensibilities about art at the time.
Yeah, he really did. He really did.
So playing off of the soup can idea, you guys came up with an idea.
Yes.
So what is it?
We came up with an idea, kind of a give back to the community. The Hydes were really philanthropic, so we're kind of playing off their philanthropy, and we're asking people to come during the Warhol exhibition to bring us a canned good, which we will be collecting throughout the summer and donating to Family Services, which is one of our neighbors on Warren Street.
Right,
yep.
sure.
And we'll be making an installation, a sculpture out of the cans. So every time somebody brings a can in, we'll add it to the installation, and we're hoping that it grows to be a very large installation.
Yeah.
And all the cans, just as a good, nice community gesture. We're just helping out a neighbor.
It's very clever, very imaginative,
Thank
and very
you.
arts oriented.
Yes,
right?
and it's called Art Can Help. Get it?
No, let me see if I can make that connection there. And that exhibit, by the way, I want to give you the dates. It opens, I think it's June 20th,
Yes,
Saturday,
Saturday.
June 20th, and runs through September.
Yes, so it'll be there all summer.
I know the driver to go to the museum, of course, is to see the collection, some of the permanent paintings and
Yep.
artwork that part of the collection, but also something as special as having an Andy Warhol show come in. And that museum that you're referring to is the Pittsburgh Museum,
Yes,
right? Which is that's the Warhol
That's
Museum.
the Warhol Museum, yes,
right.
yes.
And that will be on. But there are also a couple of other very interesting things going on this summer at the Hyde. So suppose you don't like Campbell's tomato soup.
Well,
What
do you like
happens?
Winslow Homer?
You like Winslow Homer.
We have a Winslow Homer exhibition.
Great.
Winslow Homer is all the paintings in the exhibition, their etchings and paintings are from our permanent collection. So
Right.
it's a really nice chance to see some of the things that are in our art archives
Yes.
that we don't get to put out all the time. And we're also having, if you don't like Winslow Homer, you don't like Andy Warhol, maybe you like records, and we're having a record album show. So we've asked the
that's
community,
great.
we've asked the community to loan us their record album covers. We are kind of jurying that show,
Right.
and we'll be picking 84 of our top art that
Wow.
comes in, and we'll be putting that in our Rotunda gallery downstairs.
Now, I'm sure many of our viewers know, but just in case they don't know, very clever tie in there, because part of what Andy Warhol was known for was creating some really infamous record album covers.
Yes,
And
yeah.
created quite a controversy with a particular Rolling Stones, one called Sticky Fingers. Right?
Which we have, will be on display. I
you-
can almost guarantee, knock on
got
wood,
you.
that everybody.
And I'm thinking of the one with the banana on it. What was that artist?
Velvet Underground.
Velvet
Yeah,
Underground, that's
yeah,
right. Another
yeah.
very, very famous stuff. So you get the idea all summer long. And of course, the Hyde Collection, they have a wonderful permanent collection of Winslow Homer. I'm thinking of the large one that's in one of the libraries
Yep,
there.
it's called A Good One Adirondack.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
A really fantastic work
Beautiful
of art.
watercolor, yes.
And they have got more of his work in the collection. But you've got Warhol, the traveling exhibition, and you've got all these great album covers from that same time
Yep,
period, the mid 70s to mid 80s.
Yep.
And so you've got a wonderful reason to go to the museum.
Tons
and,
of stuff going on this summer.
I know.
So lots. Check out our website.
And bring a canned good.
Yeah, please.
Okay, good. It's great to have you in.
Thanks, Jesse.
I'll see you in the neighborhood. And please, you're welcome back anytime.
Thanks a lot.
Let us know what's going on at the Hyde.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
You're quite welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.